Phil, your days are done. We know that you've been committing tax fraud, and we are going to get you. Ha ha ha. I guess we're going to find out. All right? But that's where we're leaving it for now. But all of this going on, you know, it takes a toll. It does. It makes me feel awful. It makes me feel like shit. And, you know, last night, I went to sleep and kind of felt like, all right, well, you know, hopefully tomorrow things will go all right. All right? And hopefully this is, you know, this will all blow over. So I wake up this morning, and this is the sad part, is that I've told you guys this before, and a lot of people don't take it seriously. They think it's a joke. It's not, okay? I suffer from depression. I've had it my whole life. Well, I would say I probably got it around the time I was a teenager, is when it first kicked in. And every once in a while, it rears its ugly head again, all right? And it never goes away. It's always there in the back of your head. All right, and what happened was I woke up this morning and I felt like death. He's dead. He killed him. Like, I didn't want to move. I didn't want to do nothing at all. I just wanted to lay in bed and be left alone. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to even use the bathroom. I just wanted to sit there, miserable. Okay, so I did for a while. And let me tell you this, guys. The major difference between me now and me 10 years ago, hell, even 5 years ago, well, if we do the math, it would have been 6 years ago. You know, me as an older YouTuber, or an old-time YouTuber from back in the day when I was younger versus now. Thank God I met Kat, because she is the light in my life. She is one of the major reasons every single day why I get up, because I want to see her, I want to be with her, and she basically, after me, like, being in bed for hours, like a lump, not wanting to move, not wanting to do nothing. And by the way, if you wonder what it's like when you're in depression, basically, there's no logical reason that you don't feel good. Okay? It's not like, oh, you know, this and that. Now, in my case, there's a lot of things going on that triggers this, right? Obviously, we know what's going on. Publicly, you guys know all about what's going on with my business and this online harassment and all of that. But also, you know, there's other stuff going on too behind the scenes, private stuff that you guys don't know about, that I've told you over this year. There's been some serious things that have happened to us that, you know, we're dealing with in our own private life, and it adds up. You know what I'm saying? And if this were me, I'm not exaggerating. I woke up, I didn't want to talk to anyone, I didn't want to interact with anyone. I had to post up an update so you guys knew that I wasn't coming to stream, right? But basically, that was it. That was all I did. I didn't even move after that. And if I did not have Kat in my life, okay, I don't have depression anymore. What it is, man, depression is something that is, it comes and goes. You may be having a great day, and then all of a sudden, wham, you'll get hit by it out of nowhere. And even though there's absolutely no reason to feel bad, you'll feel like shit. I probably would still be in bed right now. I probably would still be a miserable lump, and I would feel ultimately depressed. I'd probably be like crying and fucking feeling like shit, and just hating everything, hating life, hating myself, hating everything. Because that's what depression really is that it's a self, what do they call? Not replicating, it's a self-feeding cycle. That's the best way to say it. It's a self-feeding cycle, right? You feel miserable, so then you do things as a result of feeling miserable. He's probably beating off right now. He's probably beating off, oh yeah, I got to say that on the internet. Yeah! Because you do those things, they make your situation worse, and now that makes you feel miserable again. So then you do the things that make the situation worse, that make you feel miserable again. It's an endless cycle like this, okay? So it never improves until you get you get something to pull you out of it. And you know, thank God that I have Kat, because she was like, are you all right? What's, you know, this is ridiculous. What's going on? You know, and she got me, she got me to get up. She got me to move around, shower, you know, and I had coffee, had a bagel. All right, you know what? All right, I'm going to get moving again. That's it. You know, we got to go. And the thing is, right now, it's in my head right now. I'm not even kidding. Like, right now, I feel like shit. Like, actually, in the back of my head.
My head feels like it's swollen. I've got a big headache right up here, all throughout behind my right eye, into my ear, okay? All pressure, head pressure.
I got these awful thoughts about you're a piece of shit and, you know, you don't deserve nothing. And this, you know, that's what it is. You get that awful, negative, overbearing feeling of doom and gloom for no logical reason. Like, I know this thing that happened with Comcast obviously is completely wrong. It never should have happened. It's a crime. Even if someone doesn't like me, there's a difference between trolling someone or making fun of them on the internet or actually committing crimes against them, which is what's happened to me, right? So I know that in my head, but that's not what depression does. It doesn't care. It doesn't give a shit about logic. What it is, it's emotion. It's deep, unflinchable emotion. Okay? And it sucks when it hits. So thank God. Because here I am. I'm supposed to be getting up today, motivating myself to do a stream. I was going to play Super Mario RPG. And even if the internet went out, I was going to push forward anyway. I was going to record it locally. So it didn't matter if the internet went down because it's a single player game anyway. And I can't even get out of fucking bed now because of all this shit. Right? Yeah, that's what happened this morning. But eventually, thanks to my wife, here I am. All right? So it's very late. It's 1:52 p.m. All right? And I'm going to do a show. We're going to do a podcast here today. And we're going to hang out and we're going to interact and we're going to have a good chill time. All right? We are. And I'm happy about that because that's what I need. I need normalcy. I need things going well and just being smooth and no bullshit. If the internet goes out, fuck it. I'll still go anyway, and I can chat with you guys. The chat will continue to work. If you see the stream go down, I could still talk with you in the chat, okay? So there you go, right? So that's what we're doing, and hopefully this is the end of it. Maybe they did internally take care of it, right? Maybe they did. Maybe that's why right now the internet's not going down. I don't know. You know, I'll be honest, that was another factor in my head is I don't even want to go on stream because I don't want to give this guy any more attention. I don't want to give him the satisfaction, right? That he'll be able to go on this stream and reset my modem or do something and then he feels like he got instant gratification because he had an action on this planet that had a consequence or something. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people on this planet they're insignificant or they feel insignificant. So what they do is they create situations where they get an outcome based on their actions, and as long as they get that outcome, they feel like they have value. Wow, I did something today and it actually affected someone. Sadly, the problem is it's usually negative. It's usually, wow, I hurt someone today. I did something, I got away with it, and someone really got screwed over. Haha. I don't know how that's validation, because that's awful to think about that when you think about it, but that's how some people are. It's a result of, sadly, having people on this planet with no real meaning in their life, right? If you have meaning, if you have positivity in your life, if you have meaningful things you do every day, right? You have activities that you like to do. You have friends, you have family, you have a job that maybe you feel is worthwhile and fulfilling. Whatever it may be, if you have that positive factor in your life, that's what you focus on. You don't focus on taking the positivity away from others who have it.
You're the person who actually is sick, not me.
But that's how a lot of people are on planet Earth. And that's sad. It's really messed up. And I feel like it's a major problem that's going to get worse and worse now with the internet being such a factor and so much power of anonymity and people being able to do things to each other remotely. It's just going to get worse and worse. Okay? So just think about that, right? This person, that was in the back of my head. I'm like, if I go on stream, right, and this guy resets my internet, now he feels validated again, even though, Comcast is aware and he's likely on his way out the door, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, whatever it is. You would think, they would do it right away, but that doesn't mean nothing. You know how corporations work. They're like a slug. They're like a molasses rolling down a slow hill, right? It's like, that's how they get stuff done. So, really, like, I just was thinking this in the back of my head. It was another reason why I was like, I don't want to go on stream today. I don't want to do it. I don't even want to go on stream today, right? I kid you not. I wish that this were a joke I'm about to tell you right now. It is not. This is not the first time that someone has done something like this to me. This is not the second time that someone has done something like this to me. This is the third time in the time that I've been a YouTuber that someone has done something like this to me. That they maliciously got control of something they should not have control of, and they took money away from me, or they did something that was not authorized, or, you know what I mean? This is the third time. So, yeah, if this were the first time, I'd probably be absolutely freaking out. But number 3, you kind of don't feel that, you know what I mean? Like, so that's the deal, you know? And it sucks that this is just a fact of life for me now, you know? I mean, you might say, well, is it ever going to get better? I don't know, because here's the thing. I have done as much as I feel like I can, and I am still trying on a daily basis to improve myself and to be a better person. I understand that I am flawed. I understand that I make mistakes, right? I fly off the cuff. I have rage. I have anger issues sometimes. Sometimes I'm disrespectful to a fan or a viewer. Sometimes I'm just outright disrespectful to a troll, which I think they deserve, but obviously I should be better than that, right? A lot of people say I act ungrateful sometimes, or I ask for too much from my audience. You know, there's many things that I feel like over time I can still improve on. I'm definitely not perfect. Said, you know, okay, you don't like me. Got it. You think I'm a scammer. Got it. You think I'm a scumbag. Got it. You think I'm the worst gamer on the planet. Got it. All right. But I do feel that I have improved. I've done the internal searching work. Since I met Kat, I feel like I've become a better person. Right? So the question is, what else can I really do? Because it seems like the people who have issue with me have issue with old Phil, or, you know what I mean? These weird oddball things that become these obsessions for them, and that's why they don't like me. But it has nothing to do with me or my content or anything I put out on the internet. It's just these weird obsessive circles of hate and weirdness. Because that's the thing. There's a difference between, okay, it's like hatred against someone because they did something really vile, right? But I'm not a political guy. I'm not a religious guy. Like, I don't even talk about the things that you would think would be incredibly polarizing. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. I don't understand, like, because will it ever get better? I want it to get better. I want it to the nonsense to really stop at this point, because it's to the point where it's getting dangerous, you know, this stuff. And you have to hope, right? You have to hope that it will get better, all right? But I don't know if it will, because I'm not controlling it anymore. These actions that are happening to me are not a direct result of me doing something heinous, right? It wasn't like last week I went on stream and I had a racist tirade against people, and people are, wow, that guy's a disgusting racist, let's get him. That didn't happen. Nothing like that ever happens. It's the opposite. It literally is the polar opposite of that. My streams are tame, right? People say, well, Phil's actually not that interesting of a guy. Much more interesting to talk about, you know, Wings or Boogie or someone else. He's just not that interesting to talk about. When you say that, I take that as a compliment, because I don't want to be a drama guy that's all anyone talks about. I would rather sit here and relax with my audience and have tame days, enjoy games, laugh at fails, laugh at rage, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be virally popular. I don't need to be Mr. Drama, to be in the news that every YouTuber is talking about and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't care about that shit. So it really disturbs me that I have nothing to do with any of that, yet I've got situations like this happening. And at some point, you know, people ask me legit questions like, Phil, you're now in your 40s. You ever think about having kids? Having kids? Are you insane? Look at what happens just to me and my family, my direct family, being harassed constantly, stalked, attacked at every turn. And now you think I should have kids? How irresponsible would it be for me to have a child and put them into the situations that I am in? What did they do to deserve that? Right? That's not a choice that they made. That would be something they're forced into, a life of drama. You know what I mean? Like, why on earth? You know? So, it shouldn't be. When you think about that, like, whoa, that shouldn't be a consideration. You're right, it shouldn't. But it is. It absolutely is. I got to think about things fairly and logically. It's like I can't have a kids and stuff. How could I? How could I ever have that? And that's fucked up to think that way, but that's how I have to think. You know? It's really messed up, man. So, that's what I mean. Like, I just want to be left alone with my audience to do the content I do. I don't want to be involved in the hate circles and the drama circles. I stay out of them on purpose. Oh, fake controversy, fake bullshit to cause drama. All right? I don't play that game. I don't give two fucks about you trying to cause drama. Nobody gives a shit, especially me. And if you have an issue with this, you can go fuck yourself. For as long as I possibly can. It will be me who decides when I stop making content. Nobody else. Me. I will determine that date. Alright? It will be me. So understand that. Doesn't matter what people say or do. It doesn't matter what kind of nonsense they make up. It doesn't matter the level of harassment that I get. None of this matters. I will still be here to chill with you. I know that sounds crazy. But so's my life. How many times have I said, I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's actually true. And then I told you the story, and it really is true. Right? So there you go. All right?